So my project, the working title right now is called The Tide Pool Room, A Love Story. And it's a project about two subjects, which is the tide pools of Southeast Alaska, where I lived for a few years before coming to school, and a story of my relationship with one of my best friends who grew up in the town of Sitka in Southeast Alaska. It's an installation project that includes 20 handmade tie-dye hammocks and a couple of fountain water sculptures. Sort of the main piece is a film that I shot in Southeast Alaska last summer that's basically a collection of underwater and tide pool images. And right now I'm working to make it 6 hours and 13 minutes long, which is the amount of time between low tide and high tide. And so it's like an endurance film, it's very slow, and I'm collaborating with a friend who's a composer to make a score, which is really exciting for me. Friend comes in as I've also been writing these short stories about my friend, and she had sort of a recent difficult period with mental health, and so I'm thinking about themes of loss and longing, which are sort of analogous to the feelings of making art about the ocean inland, as well as in the context of climate change and environmental degradation. So it's kind of all these themes are swirling around, but I'm creating this ecosystem or this environment that's very therapeutic and beautiful and meditative. Through is I want people to stay a while in the installation, because I know as someone who looks at art myself, it's easy to look at the piece quickly and kind of move on. And so I'm trying to create a physical environment that encourages them to stay, especially because the film is really, really slow. So I'm making these hammocks that will encourage them to sit in them, to listen to the audio, to watch the film, have their own meditative moment. Going to grad school during the pandemic was difficult just from like a mental health standpoint, and so I trended towards making very therapeutic art, I think just for myself as well.